good? Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well this fine morning. Coming to you straight. Uh, Coming to you straight from DC. What is good? What is good? What is good? Hold on one second, man. What is this? Hold on, man. I gotta check something out. Hold on, man. Hold on. Sorry about that. I gotta see something. Hold on, man. Anyway, let's say what's up to everybody, man. What's good? Asante L, you the first one I can see. Sorry, let me back up. This sounds so funny doing this in here. Platinum alkaline water in the building. What's going on, man? D Free in the building. What's going on? Donald the now 68-year-old G Grant. What's good? Asante L, what it do, man? Said what it do for 9. There won't be any upsets. Gilbert Jimenez in the building. Jimenez, good morning. Asante L, what's going on? I've said what's up to you. What's going on? Jim Miller. Tim Layton in the building. Tara Sims, good morning. Virgil Wembley in the building. What's going on? Rock in the building. What's going on? Marquis, what's happening? Mike Kirkland, 16 Sammy, good morning. Supernova. Sun 77, what's cracking? I'm chilling, man. I'm out here in DC. Hold on one second, man. We got to check you, man. We got to check you. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, man. Hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is real. All right. What's going on, Mac Blackwell? I thought you were playing with that name, a name so similar to mine. What's going on, Mr. Blackwell? Always good to meet another Blackwell. Always good to meet another Blackwell. Mike Kirkland in the building, always on cue. What's good? Rock, what's happening with you? Good morning, Queen Vaughn. Big Block in the building. Jay Miller in the building. I have no gong today. So I just had to say thank you so much for your support in the super chat. Do not have a gong to ring today, because as you can tell, I'm in a corporate apartment. Right on, brother. That's what's up. Yeah, man, that's real close. Another Blackwell. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, cousin. Just call you cousin then. Big Block in the building. What's going on, sir? Mark Wright, Mac Blackwell in the building. What's going on, Mass Arms? How you feeling? Salute for now. Keep up the great work. Hey, Philip P. Flame Walden. Thank you, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. And I'm going to try my best to. What's going on, Mr. Torres? He said, new setting. Good morning, Fanon. Yeah, because I'm in D.C. Well, actually, I'm right across in Virginia. The Wood 1477. Welcome to the district. Yeah. My daughter goes to school here, so I'm here on school stuff for my daughter. It was supposed to be today, but it got postponed till tomorrow. So we out here chopping it up, talking about this boxing. Always on cue. What's going on, man? Much love in that super chat. Thank you. Queen Vaughn said, check out my Instagram. I will do. Hold on one second. I want to see something though, man, because somebody piqued my interest. Something piqued my interest. DA said, Fanon out here still grinding. Oh, you know that. You have to know that. That doesn't stop. There ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Slaves didn't get days off. So that's how we rolling. That's how we rolling. Hold on one second. I gotta check something out. Hold on. I ain't talking no teams. Leave me out that shit. Leave me out that. Like I've been told you, I ain't got no sources. Hey, it's snapping. Hey, man, sorry about that. What's going on, man? I saw these dudes snapping, bro. Leave me out of that, dog. Leave me out of that. Sorry. Mike Kirkland in the building. Yes, sir, I will. Hey, Mike Kirkland, brother, thank you for that yellow. Always on cue. What's going on, man? Yeah, dog. These cats, man, I ain't got near sources, homie. Leave me out of that. These guys getting sick of these sources. That's why I stopped asking. Battlefield Boxing. He said, morning, Fanon. No stopping you. Nah. No stopping, bro. No stopping. No stopping. Kareem Ebanks in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling? Kenneth Pierre in the building. What's going on? Joshua Riley in the building. He said, Joshua Riley said, Tom Sewell says, salute for 9 in the chat. Yes, salute to you. Appreciate you going live. Yeah, man. Well, look, dude, I'm gonna put a link in the chat, man, because I wanted to see if anybody wanted to rap about boxing today. You know? And I don't really mind doing it. I don't mind doing it. I like talking to y'all, so I'm about to hold on one second. Oh, I think I can do this. Let me do this. Hunter on the Hunt said, what up, Fanon? NBA play was in good. Austin Rivers sighting. He's on the bench in Minnesota. Oh, that's what's up. Good for him. I haven't been paying this, man. I tried to watch the NBA. I watched the NBA game a little bit yesterday in a bar. And I'm telling you, it's unrecognizable to me. I haven't really been watching basketball in a long time. I've been watching like high school basketball. I've been watching, some college basketball. But it's unrecognizable to me, man. The way that they're playing. I don't even know why you got a shot clock. They don't use half the shot clock. Like, hey, somebody let me know. Oh, check my story on IG. That's what I want you to see. Okay, for sure. Too many. I'm just saying, yeah, there's no shot clock. It's three. It's just too much, man. I'm not. Okay, yeah, let me get it now. Let me do it now. I'll do it since you brought it up. I don't want to forget because other than that, I'll forget. Other than that, I'll forget. Hold on. So let me see. You got a new one up there? Man? Hold on, man. Oh, this is because I'm on the wrong one. Okay, I have to do it later because I actually have my other one up on this. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'll do it right now. Oh, there you go. Okay, I see it now. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, you're doing some art. Oh, that's dope. Okay, I see you. Oh, that's dope. Oh, you are a graphic. Wow. How are you doing that? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I see that. Okay, cool, Queen B. I see that. Queen Vaughn, I see that. 3 dribbles, 1 pass, and shoot. That's basketball days. Yeah, it was unrecognizable to me. It was unrecognizable to me. Yeah, that's dope. I like how you doing that. Any thoughts on Joe Joyce fight? I got Joe Joyce beating Zhang. Not really. I'm gonna watch the fight, but I don't really have a lot of thoughts about it. No, to be honest with you. Zhang, I think, is a good heavyweight. I think Joe Joyce is a good heavyweight. I'm not particularly overwhelmed with either one of them, Dave. So, but I will watch it. I was looking forward more to the Michaela Meyer fight, though, to be honest with you. And man, to tell the truth, I am looking more forward to the Michaela Meyer fight. To be honest. You know what I mean? But man, these dudes mad at these YouTube channels. I don't have sources for that Terrence Crawford Errol Spence Jr. fight. Don't put that garbage on me. I'm going to tell you right now, do not get me confused. If I say somebody says something about that fight, when is that fight? It's today. It's on the undercard. Michaela Myers on the undercard of it. She was supposed to be fighting that girl, the black chick from Sweden, but something happened with her, and the British Boxing Board of Control wouldn't allow her to fight. But I mean, it's sometime this afternoon. I don't know honestly though, I don't know how to watch it. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's on the undercard. I don't know how to watch that fight. To be truthful, I think I'm gonna have to get an illegal link on that. I think you're gonna have to get an illegal link on that. You know, her opponent got switched out. Yeah, it did. What's going on undercard boxing? Oh, it's on ESPN Plus. Okay, cool. Because I got ESPN Plus. I was like, how do I see that fight? I usually think of those UK fights being on DAZN, but they're not on. DAZN. What's going on, Brian? Big King B Falcone said, "What up, Fanon?" And the chat. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. Cannot complain about a thing, man. Can't complain about a thing. Fanon, Terrell W said, "No, it's not on DAZN. It's on ESPN." It's the Frank Warren's fight. It's Frank Warren's fight. It's not a Eddie Hearn. It's not on Eddie Hearn. They don't fight for Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is losing grip on that UK though, because he wanted to go worldwide, and is giving up his home base, man. Because seems like Frank Warren is putting on better fights than Eddie Hearn is in the UK, or as good at the very least. Because it was looked like it was a shutout a couple years ago for him over there, you know. Yeah, say that's why it's BT Sports. Yep. But let me back up. Fanon, is Frank Martin ready to be in the ring with fighters like Tank, Devin, Shakur, Loma, Pitbull, T.O., Pitbull Cruz? I think he'll beat half of them. I think he'll beat half. I think he'll beat all of the last three. I think he'll beat T.O., he'll beat Pitbull Cruz. I think he'll beat both T.O. and Pitbull Cruz. I think he has a very good chance. I think he has a chance to beat Devin, a chance to beat Loma. I don't see him beating Tank or Shakur, but that could just be, me talking out the side of my neck. I think that they're terrific. I think they're terrific fighters, bro. I think they're terrific fighters. I think he's a terrific fighter. I didn't realize Joyce was 37 and Zhang was 38. Whoever loses is done. Yeah, I mean, look, man, it is with all of those. It is what it is with both of those guys, really, to me. It is what it is. Jeff's in this thing. Hey, what's going on, Jeff Miller? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? I mean, I think, it's whatever's clever with either one of them. Whatever's clever with either one of them. Joshua Rise said, yes, Frank Martin is. He beats Pitbull and Loma and Haney. I just think he's very good, man. I think highly of Frank Martin, man. I think highly of Frank Martin. You in a different part of the house? No, I'm in a different city. I am in a different part of the country. Crazy enough, man, I woke up, right? I slept in. I was like, man, I don't like starting my show at 10 o'clock on the weekends, but sometimes I like, come in at 9, give myself like a little, on Saturdays and Sundays, give myself an extra hour in the morning as kind of like a little treat to myself to differentiate the days of the week. Like if I go 5 days of doing the show at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I do it at 8 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, if for me, it feels like my week never ends. So I move my live stream up about an hour on the weekend, but I don't like doing it at 10, right? Like I don't like doing it at 10 because when I do it at 10, I feel like it pushes me into the afternoon. But anyway, I woke up this morning and I was like, man, it's already 10 o'clock. Like I'm going to have to start this thing at 10. But I didn't realize that I'm in East Coast time. So I was like, oh, man, I'm in East Coast time, so it's no big deal. I'm not really. It's 9 o'clock where I was. Reggie Ship said the heavyweight division has gotten boring with got boring with Deontay Wilder fighting. What do you think? Without him fighting, absolutely. Yes, it has. There's no mystery to it. Yeah, I did. Queen Vaughn. Yeah, I did. I don't know if you saw my other message, but I said thank you. And Deontay Wilder won coming soon. Yes, yeah, I did. Yeah, so yeah, when you get them done, let me know. We're gonna put them up. Absolutely. I did get that, Queen Vine. I did get that. I did get that message. Hey, Terrell W. Thank you for the support in the super chat. He said, if you could see Errol fight any retired welterweight in his prime, who would you pick and why? Floyd Mayweather Jr. I would pick Floyd Mayweather Jr. because I think it'd be a great fight. For sure, Queen Vaughn, for sure. Yeah, because I want to see how that sparring match went. I want to see how that sparring. I want to see how that sparring match went. I got to read this one more again, man. Wow, these people are some wild people, man. I get. Oh, okay. Dang, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This dude's going in, bro. All right. Um, that dude, I like that. I can't lie, bro. I respect Errol Spence Jr., bro. If you could see Errol fight any retired welterweight in his prime, who would you pick and why? I would definitely be picking Floyd Mayweather Jr. because they're in the same era, roughly in the same era. And I would love to have seen that sparring match that took place between them. You know? For now, they said a fight between Wilder and Mike Tyson or Holyfield. Who wins and why? Man, you guys are asking tough questions. Wilder and Mike Tyson, I don't know. Wilder and Holyfield, I don't know. I just don't know. Don't know. Because it's such a dangerous fight for Mike Tyson. It's such a dangerous fight for Holyfield. With Deontay Wilder, it's very, very tough for me to, hard for me to call that. Because they're going to get hit. They're going to get hit. And I have to like look in, I really have to look into that a lot more. Hold on. Hold on one second. Yeah, all right. I got to do it like that because this sun started shining in my face. That's a little too much. Or, oh, there you go. Let's put this shit up. All right, yeah, that's better. All right, that's way better. Floyd said that sparring was Errol was actually made him tight. Yeah, I mean that's who I would take that one really. If it was that one. Hey, I don't want to keep doing this. Duran versus Tank. I don't want to do this. Dude, you got to put that. Fanon, is that a new camera? No, it's not a new camera. It's a different computer and it's coming off the computer. Brambo said 1988 Tyson beats Wilder. Yeah, I don't want to do that, man. Like, Fanon, your face so much more clear and clean. New camera. No, this is my computer. It's a different computer. It's a different computer. Yeah, I mean, you guys are asking me about fights I have to think about. I have to watch. I'd have to watch them and think about it. Because thinking of just saying it off the top of my head, I don't think that's really fair to Mike Tyson. I don't think that's fair to Deontay Wilder. Because if I do that, then I'll be like, well, I think, Mike Tyson had a better career, something like that, right? You know what I mean? When the truth of the matter is that Deontay could land something on him and get him out of there. Deontay Wilder can land something on Evander Holyfield and get him out of there, or he can land. I think the Deontay Wilder is the caliber of heavyweight. and with the weapons that he has, I think he's dangerous to beat anybody. You know what I mean? Hold on, man. Jesus Christ, you are a maggot, man. I swear. Dude, go away. Jesus Christ, go away. What just a fucking worm. Like, man, I take Tara Sims, how you take your coffee like I take my women. Black. That's it. Like, dude, just leave me alone, man. For real, leave me alone, man. Please leave me alone. You want me to, I'm just going to ask you, dude, please leave me alone. Please go away. Like, man, seriously, man, just go away, man. Go away. You guys have ever had anybody around you like that that just wouldn't leave you alone? Like, God, just leave me alone. D said, I would like to meet you. What the fuck is going on with you people today? Why you want to meet me? I gotta just like, dude, we're here to talk boxing. No, y'all not gonna meet me. God dog, man. That's a bad timing to be telling me you want to meet me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? Let's talk boxing. You don't need to meet me. Tyson in his prime was very hard to hit. Yeah, it was definitely hard to hit. For now, let's talk Charlo return in June. Look, I don't want to talk about, I believe Ryan will get knocked out too. I just want to know, yeah, it's like, man, stop. I'm not, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I don't know what's worse, man. These people that just complain about every video you do, or the people that complain about every video you do. He said, Fanon, say you ain't meeting me. This ain't that. Exactly. You're not meeting me. Like, no. No disrespect to you, but no. Man, y'all killing me with it, man. Fanon, say you ain't meeting me. I'm not. Look, Reggie Ship said, Fanon, you got to laugh at him. Man, seriously, it's all the time, dude. It's all the time. It's either like some silliness, people get mad about something you don't say. You so good coverage on Tank, fair and objective and unbiased. Thank you. I'm trying to be. You know? I'm trying to be. Loma is more likely to upset Dev than Ryan is upset Tank. Thank you for getting on the point. What's going on, Ray Timms? Mike Kirkland in the building. What's going on, brother? Set for Terry Schmoo, brother. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you for the support. Said he probably Bud fans. I mean, I've not been talking about Bud for weeks. I haven't said anything about Bud. You know what I mean? Both sides. I don't want to see. I will talk about that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford stuff, but really, I don't really even want to. Like, I don't want to. I don't even want to talk about it because Errol Spence is going to do whatever Errol Spence Jr. wants to do, and he's going to wait. He's going to wait, bro. He's going to wait for Terrence Crawford, and whatever that fight happens, bro. You know what I mean? He going to wait. He going to wait until it becomes abundantly clear that man ain't going to fight him. You know? But it is what it is, bro. That's on him. That's his decision. Hey, he's a great fighter. Do what you got to do. Terrence Crawford is going to do whatever Terrence Crawford wants to do. If he's going to fight him, he's going to fight him. If he's not fighting him, he's not going to fight him. You know what I mean? At this point in time, if I hear something, somebody says something, I'll tell you what they said. But what I'm telling you, and I'm going to tell you, be for real, All this crap they talking about over there on Twitter, leave me out of that. Okay? Archie Reese said, my mama is a prostitute. Okay, your mother's a prostitute. I got you. Fuck out of my face, bro. Get out of my face, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yes, man. It's wild. It's wild. It is, man. Like, it's wild, bro. I'm saying, like, dude, seriously. Y'all got me twisted. Like, you guys got me twisted. I'm talking boxing. I ain't calling nobody, asking anybody for any information. I'm not telling you I could get inside information. I could. And I have it. But I'm not saying it. Dudes are weird, man. Yeah, it is. What is this? It is, man. It is, man. It must be. It must be. Anyway, some wild, weird cats on here, man. Yeah, they are. It's the beard. I gotta shave the beard. It's the beard. It gets them all fresh. It gets them all flush. It gets them all frustrated. I swear, dude. I swear. There's a lot of man fans in basketball and boxing, bro. There's a lot of man fans in boxing. But look, what I wanted to do is I wanted to chop it up with people today, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have hit that. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support, man. Fanan, we salute you, bro. Don't let them take you off your square. They be fishing so they can hate on you later. I mean, they're gonna. I'm not. There's nothing. Trust me. The bro makes you look like a light-skinned Tyson. Tyson who? Yeah. G5 Gabe should already have one. Yeah, G5 Gabe can get one. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna trust G5 Gabe. I'm not even gonna go look. Hope I don't regret that one, man. Tank has an IBF belt. Tank doesn't. What do you mean Tank has an IBF belt? Who are you talking about? Pushing. Anyway, look, man. I'm about to put this link in this chat because I said I want to have an open panel today. If somebody wants to talk some boxing with me, talk some boxing with me. I don't have a problem with it. I am seriously sick of these. I'm serious. I think I'm going to get off Twitter, bro. G5 Gabe, I appreciate it for not being sub. But yeah, I would have thought you already had it. But just so you know, I don't see the wrenches. And I'm glad, yeah, you've been around for a long time and you never asked for one. So that's I appreciate that, man. You know? And you never asked for one. Hold on one second. There you go. All right, man. So there you go. Somebody want to chop it up with me. Let me do this. Then y'all are pin message. You guys are fair to do it. Said, what is this? Haney has the best defense. I could care less, bro. And I don't think he has the best defense, but okay. Twitter is super negative for nine. I'm surprised you go there. Oh no, I'll go there. I go there to listen to what people have to say. Yeah, I do. Hold on, man. Let me delete this shit before somebody. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not. Well, let me put it this way. What's going on, Rise Podcast? Now, Twitter's not as negative as like. Twitter's not as negative. Well, I mean, god dang, man. For real, what is this, bro? What the fuck is going on? Anyway, whatever, man. Sorry, man. I'm just looking at reading all of this stuff, man. I get tired of people attacking YouTube, man. But I can't lie, dude. There's a lot of cats on YouTube that are just pulling stuff out of their backside, bro. Why is Devin turning down Shakur but want to fight Tank? I mean, because he more money and he thinks he can win. That's my belief. That's my belief. Did you see Arrow's comment about YouTube? Yeah, I just saw him. But he's right. He's right. He's right. The only thing that pisses me off is that I get lumped in it. Only because I'm one of the bigger YouTube. I'm one of the bigger YouTube boxing channels. So I get pulled into it. And I don't appreciate it. Because I will say in a minute, look, dude, I got this from Ring Magazine. I got this. I think somebody might have told me something 1 or 2 times. Everything else I've done, I always will just get it where everybody else gets it. I'm not calling people because even if you get something from somebody, they will give you something and it will not really be. They'll give it to you because they want you to have it. That doesn't mean that it's true. You know what I mean? But everybody gets lumped into the same bucket. I don't want to go into what he said, but he just saying stuff about YouTubers. So like YouTube, like you must be from YouTube, as if Twitter's any different. I know people that have been in the camps, have said things in the camps of fighters and been wrong. I've been saying that. Every day, not every day, but often people keep asking me about news that comes out on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube. I'd be like, dude, did you hear the fight is going to be June 17th? I heard somebody said it would be June 17th. Do I believe it's going to be June 17th? No, I don't. Why? Because it's April 15th. That's 8 weeks away. I know Bozy Ennis said this. Do I know it to be true? But I know Bozy Ennis said it. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm talking about the news that is out there for everybody. No, I don't like being bucketed in with people on that garbage. But you better believe people is lying on YouTube. You better believe people are out here lying on YouTube. Lying, straight up lying. Chris Easton, Fanani, don't be talking about you. It's other trash YouTube pages. I mean, nobody knows when he doesn't say the name. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if you don't say the name. I'll ask a question and say, is this happening? Because that's what everybody's talking about. And people will say that I said it's true. And they'll never actually even listen to the video. They'll never listen. They won't listen 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in, that's it. They'll read the title and say, okay, this is what you said. No, that's not what I said. Dude, don't bring boxing ego into this. Dude, you got to go, bro. Nah, bro. See you later. See you later. You go. You have your personal beef with whoever you got your. And Charles Easton, what is Charles Easton talking about? Made a video on what? I made a video on what? And Tony T is in here. I don't see what Tony T said. Cash App, Malcolm Allen. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going on, boss? You on, man? Mark, you're on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fanon. Good morning. How you
hold on
doing?
1 second. Oh, man, I got a problem. Hold on. Okay, can you say that something?
Yeah, I hear you good. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I couldn't hear you at all because I had the volume on headphones, man. My bad. What's good, man?
All right, nothing good really right now other than I enjoy your program, your format. I just stick my head in now and again, and I just wanted to say to you, giving a shout out. I'm OG, man.
Yes, sir.
I've been around as a boxing enthusiast going back from the early 50s. And, you know, the information and the content today it varies quite a bit from the way it used to be. And just like anything else, you got to change with the time. But I did want to comment on the way that people are going against just pure logic. You know, you give them things that are logically sound, and they want to pick up on things that really has no affiliation whatsoever to the game of boxing. And I appreciate you keeping it 100 on that, you know, and trying to keep them in line. So my hat goes off to you, and I just wanted to give you that shout out.
Thank you, Mr.
It's a
Ryan.
it's an enjoyable format. You know, it's good. I see people engaged. You know, keeping this sport alive. It's a very very good sport if we allow ourselves to really understand that it's a science. This is not a thing to just get in there and boast and who got the most bling and who got the most cheddar in their pocket. It's about the sport and who's the best of the best. And using the sport as the science that it is, you can really enjoy it for what it is if you keep the nonsense out. So I appreciate your format, man. Keep it up. You know, I'm going to try to get myself more involved. I've been dealing with some challenges right now. But
Yes, sir.
other than that, that's all I wanted to say to you guys. Keep it up, man. You're doing very well.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you very much, man.
You're
And you
more than
take
welcome.
care. All right, sir.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. See, that's beautiful. That makes my day right there. I like talking to older to people, cats that know what's up, man. Hey, Malcolm Allen said, enjoy the DMV, big bro. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man, for that support, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you very, very much, man. Thank you. Thank you for the big 40 in the Cash App, too. Thank you, man. And my guy, Tony said, hey, yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you, Tony. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. It's really weird how they got this timing. This time is so weird for me. But thank you. I remember when you said you would sniff Andy's draw for a $20 super chat. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. No. That's not what I said. I said your mama's breath smelled like Devin Haney's draws, is what I said. Anyway, Fanon, you be a real one despite all the crap that be on YouTube. Yeah, man, it's like, dude, that stuff bugs me. Like, that bugs me. Because I fight really tough against that stuff. Really, Fanon, I'm gonna come on up in a few when I get, oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, jump on, man. Adrian Molina, what's going on, brother? Hey, and thank you guys for that support, man. Thank you for the support, seriously. But look, man, I can't, on to those other talks about those fighters. The more I learn about boxing, the less willing I am to say something like, okay, I think, oh, yeah, Mike Tyson for sure is going to beat this guy. Easton in the building. What's going on, man?
Hey man, I just want to say I salute your channel, and people gonna hate on you, but you are always thorough. You never come with. You always say this is what I heard from a source from a reliable boxing camp. You never, you never fake. You never speak stuff into existence that you haven't found out to be for sure. They're gonna hate on you because you great, man. You honest. You bring us that content we need every day. I
Appreciate you,
listen to
man.
you every day at work, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you,
And I
Easton.
just want to say I salute you and have a
Thank you,
blessed day.
man. Hey, you as well, man. Let me know you ever want to talk boxing, though, man. Just
No
let me know
doubt.
when you got the time. All right, brother. Thank you, man.
Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, it's nice when you guys say things like that, man. I can't lie. I appreciate that, man. Look, man. I don't know. Hey, but put the $20 in there. That's RuPaul. $20. That's it. Remember when I told you RuPaul, $20. That's RuPaul. Lightweight should do a Super Six tournament like when Andre Ward won it. Yeah, it would be good, man, but I think nobody can afford the tournament. I don't think there's anybody. It's a shame that the tournament with the World Super Series, World Boxing Super Series, that really didn't pan out, and that they weren't able to do it. They did that for like 2 years, and I think that was one of the better situations that you had. One of the better situations we had in boxing, man, was that one. What's going on, undercard boxing?
What's going on for now? How you doing today?
Man, I can't complain about a thing, man. Just out here talking this boxing in DC on Saturday morning. You know the deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had last week was so filled with cards on different platforms. Everyone was excited. And then this Saturday comes and we get one card. But,
Yeah.
we take the ebbs and flows of boxing. And I just say look forward to what's coming up next week. Enjoy this fight card. And shout out to you, man. You're the reason I started my channel as well. I do something a little bit different than what you do. But I thank you for inspiring a lot of other YouTubers to take that step to start their channel. And thank you to everyone in the chat that supports me. I appreciate you guys. And thank you for now for everything that you do.
Any day, man. Any day, brother. Thank you for coming through. Oh, sorry. So thank you for coming through, man. Yeah, man. And hey, don't do what I do. Do what you do best. That's what's
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
You know what I
Find your
mean?
niche. Absolutely. You spoke
Yeah.
about that as well. Find what
And
you do and just stick to it.
yeah, do what you do and find an audience that likes what you do. And you'll be good. All right, brother. I'll get back with you, man.
Peace.
All right, man. Peace. G5 Gabe in the building. What's going on, man? You know you on mute.
What's going on, Fanon? Salute to you, my good brother.
Salute to you, sir. I'm all right. I can't complain about a thing, man.
Shut this YouTube. I think I got a back feed there. There we go. Yeah, man. Congratulations, crossing the 100K mark. I do remember when you had like 20,000 subs and you would tell
Oh,
people,
yeah,
don't
thanks,
go
man.
live unless you have a certain amount of subs and stuff like that because, you want your channel to grow and you want people to be
Yeah.
able to be your audience. A lot of people came in or had a lot to say about that because they thought you was like trying to discourage people from doing live and doing YouTube, but you was basically telling them to grind, get boots on the ground, and build up your base. Without a
Yeah.
foundation, you have nothing. You can't build a house without a foundation, So salute to you on that grind, man. I appreciate the content. Like I had told you before, even if I'm not here, I catch the playback. I've been building my
Appreciate you,
own
brother.
channel. Um, for as like you, BFTB, Champ Side, y'all like the first people that got me really going in the YouTube
Yeah,
game.
they good. Those are both
And
really good channels too.
yeah, I had to rock with Trio, you know what I'm saying? I found a lot of those first and they just kind of like out of extended to other channels and stuff like that. And I would say that through all whatever hoopla that went on, you remain consistent and remain yourself, man. And I appreciate your hard work, your grind, your consistency. Even when you had to take a personal break for yourself. See, if you haven't been around, you don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Because for none he started coming in with the beard and letting us see his wisdom. He keep it clean. Then he's like, man, I'm gonna start letting my beard show on y'all, man. I'm an OG in this game.
Yeah.
And I was like, the guy from the shy, but I know he was living in Texas. I know you out of state, so man, appreciate
Yeah. You in the
your hard
shot?
work. I mean, no, I remember you said I think you was born or from the shy, but you was
Yeah, I'm
living
from
in
Chicago.
Texas.
Yeah, I'm from the Chicago area. Yeah.
That's why I say I go back from. I remember all
Yeah,
these
I know who you
conversations.
are, man. I know who you are. Because yeah, I
Thought I had,
definitely, you definitely.
but I never asked for rent because I like to earn my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like to earn
Yeah,
my
man.
support
But
and things of that nature.
I just assumed that you did because I've seen you so much, man.
I thought I did, but it's not. I don't care about
You
the rent.
probably did, and then I think I might have got rid of all my wrenches, and I can't. Then I started doing wrenches again when I got back. Probably something like
Yeah,
that though.
and
Yeah,
it really don't even matter because I come to support good content. Whether I'm
appreciate you,
blue,
man.
gray, green, whatever the color is on my name, it don't matter long as they can see that I'm supporting, I'm here, and I'm getting
Yes,
something,
sir.
and feel that the chat is what I'm saying tapped into what's being going on. But to
For sure,
boxing,
for sure.
I'm tired of these narratives, man. Uh, like what's good for the goose, not good for the gander. People so big with man fans of people and act like you can't be a fan of multiple fighters in the sport of boxing. Only in boxing we have this. But you can have the NBA, you can have the NFL, and you can have 20 players that you are your favorite, and it's okay. But in boxing, if you like Earl, you can't like Bud. If you like Tank, can't like Shakur Devin. You know, if you like Wilder, you can't like Fury. And I'm like, in boxing, the only sport we have where if you like more than one person, it's a problem. Like, isn't that being a supporter of the fan of the sport and not a fighter or a particular person? And I think that's
Yeah, I
where
agree.
boxing is in the same spot now, because some people's careers are intertwined with each other, whether we like it or not. Devin Haney and Shakur are going to be mentioned no matter what. You mention one, they're going to bring up the other one. If somebody say Devin is the best at 35, somebody going to say Tank is the best. Who is the best? So stop the narratives. You don't have to tear down a fighter to uplift the fighter that you favor over his contemporaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see in boxing, man. And people like us and content creators, Just Do, Undercard, BF, and a lot of other people, we the reason why boxing's still going. Don't think that these ESPN people don't come and steal our content. They do. They just got a machine behind them, and people gonna be like, "Oh, that's ESPN." So if they said it's the truth, no, the hell it's not. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's doing content, if you love the sport of boxing, cover it, man. But you got 20 people in your chat or 200 people in your chat. You want to create an archive and catalog of dope content. So when somebody say, "Hey, let me go check your channel out," you got something you can stand on. You know what I'm saying? So I wish we can get all these fights for I call it the big four. I have Devin, Hank, Shakur, and Frank as the big four of 135. You know what I'm saying? So we need to see that in
Yeah.
any form of fashion, however it may come. And people got to stop moving these goalposts to favor and cater their narrative and their favorite fighter to try to be little one, because people don't like to admit if they wrong or if they put out some false information. Uh, or it's like the Joe Joyce fight. Man, I got Joe Joyce here, man. I mean, I think he showed me enough, even at being 37, that he is a game opponent, decent gas tank, nice chin with punching power. So I think he gonna knock Buddy out.
You talking
That's just
about
my opinion.
Zhang? We'll see, man. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I know,
We'll
but
see,
Jane can
man.
punch. Jane
Yeah,
can
Zhang's a
punch
good
too.
fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think
Zhang looked better against Hergovich than I thought he would. So,
that
yeah.
that's a fact. But with Hergovich, I always seen him as like this big Amazon type of fighter. You know, he punches slow, but he punches hard. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
quick,
So
hey, SP Hill 04 and my guy's keys to the game, and I see you, man. I'm not forgetting you, man. I see y'all, okay? Just give me a little more second. Chief, I got like two people right behind you, brother.
oh, you good, you good.
Because,
I was gonna
but
wrap it up.
yeah, but I wanted to say something about what you said about that channel. Like, I don't really talk to people about how to grow their channels anymore or do that. I appreciate you letting me know that people didn't like that I said that. But I'm just telling you the truth. If all you do is live streams, you tell me somebody that has only done live streams, that has grown their channel, that has significantly grown their channel. If you can show me anybody that only does live streams, that doesn't do any other type of just video type content, whether it is Dante's Boxing Nation, whether it is Blue Blood, whether it is Boxing Ego, whether it is Fight Hype, whether it is anybody that you can show me that has done that. Champside, I don't think Champside may have, I don't know how many subscribers he has, but it's a big channel. BFTB puts out videos every day because it gives you the ability to talk to where people aren't there for your live. They can get that type of footage from you at any time during the day because it'll hit them on the notifications.
Exactly.
It's just how it works. I didn't mean to offend anybody by saying that or saying people aren't good at live streams. I'm just saying if all you ever did was live streams, maybe YouTube has changed though, but it is hard to grow on YouTube now any way it goes just because boxing's so inundated. Like there's just everybody's doing so much. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I was fortunate because I was just fortunate, man, because I'm an older guy and I'm an educated guy. I've had a lot of different life experiences that allow me to communicate about things that most other people that have channels really can't do. You know what I mean? That you just can't do when you can't be.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you're like 20, if you're 20. It's tough. You know what I mean? Because you just don't have the context in life. And you understand that as somebody who turns 30, 40 years old, But I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
I'm 30.
I'm going to get to this next. Huh?
Yes, sir.
You're 30
I
what?
said, I'm 35. You got experiences to be able to do that and then share. It's not so much you trying to tell people what to do. You trying to give them game. Weak-minded people don't understand that. They find it as hate, or you trying to tell them what to do or something like that. But
Nah,
it was
that's
just
people
free
that want
game.
to. That's people that want to compete with you. People that
Yeah.
want to compete with you. People that want to compete with you hear that. I'm not competing with them. Like I told people, because that's what you're talking about is the LDBC and all of that, right? And nothing but respect and love for them. But I was never competing with anybody. I already had 30,000 subscribers, so I don't need to compete. What I'm doing is just
And I was just talking about. Oh, my bad.
grinding every day.
I was talking
No,
about
no, it's
people
okay.
in general
But I
that
appreciate you bringing that up. And because I just wanted to get my
I
2 cents on that since, you've been around a long time.
I wasn't labeling
Cool.
anybody specifically. It's more so
Yeah.
of what I look rumblings. You listen, but that's pretty
Yeah, I know
much
what you're
where.
talking about.
Uh,
I know what you're talking about.
but man,
But
I'm gonna
look,
get
man,
out the way.
okay.
I'm gonna let everybody else hop. Appreciate your grind, your hard work, man, and everything you're doing for the
Hey,
community,
man, and
man.
I
I'm gonna fall
appreciate
back
you,
in.
man. Wait, with guys like
No
you,
doubt.
it's not with people like you and people that are in the chat like John Boy, Chris East, and all you guys. It doesn't feel like a grind because it's a conversation we're having as mature individuals. The thing that makes things a grind is when you're dealing with children, people that are just want to call you names, and people that just want to win for winning's sake, and people that want to just be right to be right. But if you can have a mature conversation with people where you may disagree, but you can learn from each other, then it's what boxing should be. It's entertainment, But I appreciate you, G5. What the heck? Hold on 1 second. All right, brother. I'll get back with you, man. Thank you. What the fuck is this? Hey, give me 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Actually, let me put you on screen. But give me 1 second. Let me get these super chats, brother. Thank you, man. For T. Wells says some color in the chat. Salute, my dude. Thank you, bro. My guy Chris Easton said with $2. Thank you, Chris Easton. Appreciate you. And John Boy said, morning all. Shout out to everybody. Mike Kirkland and everybody. Glad you made it safe. Old friend. Prayers to Bro Slick Skip. Yeah, see, I got Slick Skip right down there. Get better, Slick Skip. But try to be back. All right, brother. Thank you, man. John Boy, it's always a pleasure to see your name, man. And with or without color in the chat, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, bro. Mike Kirkland said for John Bowie in the building. And let's slide down. I think I got one more. Rodzilla Jones. He said, facts, get your flowers, OG. You put me on BFTB, Rise. You're one of the ones bridging the gap. It's really ones here. Mike Kirkland, John Bowie, Zenith, Rick Timms, Terry Smooth, Schmoot. Some love to all the Jets. Also, yes, sir, Rodzilla Jones. And I see out there with Leo Santa Cruz, the great Leo Santa Cruz, the underrated Leo Santa Cruz in that picture. All right, brother. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you. What's going on, big man?
No problem, man. No problem, man. I appreciate you, having me on. But one of the things I wanted to say is, as I can appreciate someone like you that's well educated, it keeps your ethics intact. Myself, I'm a finance professional, so you help me get through my day. So I'm a corporate headhunter for finance and accounting, anything from a junior level accountant all the way to a CFO for a Fortune 500 company is what I do. And prior to that, I work for publicly traded companies in the finance arena. So when you're talking numbers, that's like right up my alley.
I
And
try my
value,
best. That's not my
yeah.
strength, but I try my best.
Yeah, but you do a good job on it, right? Like for example, this was a while ago. You were talking about how publicly traded companies, investors invest based off of the news that come out, and you were spot on with all of that. And a lot of boxing channels, I think, when they talk about fights being made, they don't really understand the numbers. They think that a fight can be made just as easy as going to the store and buying a loaf of bread, right? The numbers got to be put together in order for it to make sense. So I can appreciate that. And then when it comes to the Devin Haney stuff, I know that you're not being biased, you're being honest, because I think right now with this whole thing with Shakur, if you can't tell, like, and this is just my personal opinion, a lot of these channels you could tell are probably getting paid off to, I just got to put it out there, probably getting paid off to keep Devin's name out there the way it is, because his energy is very different than like this time around with Shakur, calling him out, wanting him to fight. And I don't know if you watched Max on Boxing yesterday,
I
but
didn't.
Max interviewed both Shakur and Devin. Shakur doubled down. I want to fight Devin. And then he interviewed Devin after, and he again, oh, he's supposed to call me that. He wants to be the best, all of that. No, you came out anytime anybody mentioned your name before, you was tweeting, even whether you was negotiating with another fight and you wasn't available, or you actually had a fight that you were tied to, you was tweeting and making it like you wanted to smoke. So I think right now these people defending that, you can tell they're compromised. And the reason why I say this is, in the finance world, and I'm sure you being a law professional, in the finance world, they give you there's rules and regulations to gifts that you can accept, because you can be compromised if you keep accepting
Yeah.
gifts. And to me, it's apparent that a lot of these guys must be accepting something, getting some sort of kickback for the way they defend this man on a regular basis. And I can't stand it, because they'll say new media that said is pushing this fighter, and you're doing the same damn thing, right? So it's just like channels like you and KO Boxing, you two are probably the two most unbiased channels I see that actually spit out facts. But the one thing I wanted to put out there is kind of get your thoughts on this, right?
Yes, sir.
So I would say my favorite fighters is Tank, and probably Tank, Regis, and David Benavidez.
Oh, hey, yeah.
And
I know what style you like then. Okay.
yeah, I like dudes I can respect. I like fighters that can get you out of there, but can also box at any
Yeah.
means necessary with it, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
so my fear is, and credit to again KO Boxing for bringing this up on a stream. I do feel like some of those fighters, like a David Benavidez, David Morrell, I almost feel like I would like to see them build their name, Charlo as well, build their name and say F Canelo. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna build my own fan base, and when that fight happens, let's just happen. Let's just do it, and let's make it undeniable, right? Just because I do kind of get tired of hearing about Canelo. I don't like how Canelo's carrying his career. I think he is taking easy routes. He at one point in time he was fighting everybody, but now he's on that stage and he's not letting anybody else on the stage, and he forgets where he came from because other people let him get on that stage, and he built his career off the backs of Mexicans while he was coming up, and now he say you don't want to fight Mexicans. And then to bring Tank in it, I'm afraid Leonard Ellerbe is going to turn him into a Canelo. And it's good for him to make money. I don't want to count his money, but I'm afraid that he's going to turn him into that. And then there's going to be fighters that should get on the stage, and he's not going to let them on the stage. So I wanted to get your thoughts on those, and then I'll hop off so you can talk to everybody else
Say that last part again,
about
or
Leonard Ellerbe.
summarize the question again real fast. I think I
So
might have missed something.
sure. So I wanted to see your opinion on the fighters like a Charlo, David Benavidez, and Morrell, kind of saying screw Canelo. I'm gonna make my own fan base, make it undeniable that you need to fight me, or build my own attraction to where everybody wants to fight me. And then second, my fear is Leonard Ellerbe, with him always just only talking numbers, and I'm afraid that he's going to turn Tank into a Canelo, where Tank isn't going to allow fighters to get on the stage with him that probably should fight him, because I do think he's one of the best, if not the best in that division, him and Shakur. I do think both of them beat Haney, but I'm afraid that he's going to turn into that. And I want him to make his money, but I also want to see people tested with challenging fights. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on those two things.
Okay. So on the first one, like on the Canelo portion of it, I would say that I agree.
Yeah.
Kind of two things. Like, I kill two birds with one stone. One, Canelo needs to fight him. So I don't want to, the reason why I don't get into that conversation a lot is because I don't want to absolve Canelo from the responsibility of fighting those dudes, because he is the big A-side dude.
Right.
And he is the guy that has the big stage. So those guys want to get on that stage, and he should fight them. That's what I think. But as far as those guys fighting each other, at this point in time, absolutely. I think that you're 100% right. Charlo and Andrade should fight one another. Benavidez and Plant did fight one another. David Morrell and David Benavidez. I think all those guys should fight one. I think all those guys should fight one another. And do it without the hopes of fighting Canelo. And if it winds up that they get the Canelo fight, cool. But I mean, waiting around him for 5-6 years, I don't think is a good look. And not for a fight fan. And I'll parallel that to like at 147. Like, I want to see the Errol and Terrence Crawford fight.
Right.
I
Me
do.
too.
But like, I would prefer to see Errol fight anybody at this point in time. You
Right.
know, what if like say if Errol would have fought somebody between his fight with Ugas and now, man, that would have been another opportunity to see him fight against anybody because it's fun watching him fight no matter who he fights, right? So I think that there is I think for the fans, it's important to be active so that people can see you and people get an opportunity to have a good fight weekend, which is
Right.
what we all want. Somebody, the last person was talking about how there's no real big fight this weekend. We got one next week, right? But not this weekend. I would prefer as a boxing fan to see really good fights every week of the year. Because
Right.
there's enough fighters to do it. But I agree with you. Now, as far as Leonard Ellerbe and Gervonta, I would say, yeah, there's most definitely a risk of that because there's nobody, as far as him making the money, there's nobody else there that's really a big star that is where it's like, okay, it's other than like Ryan, right?
Right.
That really was like, okay, that's going to make a bunch of money. But then after that, it is going to be a scenario of, okay, is it going to be Shakur or is it going to be Devin or is it going to be Frank Martin or, but I think what the thing is kind of in a benefit of Gervonta is, number one, his team wants the fights, like
Right.
Calvin Ford and those guys, and he doesn't have the ability. I don't think he has the chance really to go to 140 and 147 to cherry pick at 147, cherry pick at 140,
Right.
come back to 135. Like I just don't think he has. I think he's at 135 is about as big as he can get. So
Yeah.
he's going to have that pressure of the fact that he's at his latest weight class. It's not like he's at 126. All the big fights are 126, and he can go up and cherry pick at 135.
Yeah.
He started at 126. There aren't really a lot of fights at 135, and where the big fights are is where he caps out at. So I think that they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. I hope I don't get in a situation of having to be like, yeah, okay, he didn't fight Shakur, he didn't fight Devin, he
Right.
didn't do this. Yeah, I hope we don't wind up being in that situation,
Yeah, and that's just my fear because I feel like what happens with Tank is he will fight good fighters. He fights good fighters that don't have a name yet. So that he might be fighting like Dominican guys, Cuban dudes, Mexicans that are good that no one really knows that are dangerous, and then they end up getting fame off of his back because maybe they fought him tough for a while. And so my fear is Leonard Ellerbe is going to be like keep making these fights, and Tank is going to the bank with it. Right, good for him.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, we're like, dang, he still didn't fight Shakur. He still didn't fight this guy. And they keep rolling that out. And I think I see that as being, for me personally, a frustration, and me being unbiased and having to call it what it is. I'm not going to like that. And truth be told, I'll say this last thing and I'll hop off so you can get
No
to other
worries, man.
folks.
Take your time. I got my guys' keys to the game coming on next, but take your time. It's a good conversation. I enjoy the conversation.
Yeah, for sure. I was a heavy Crawford fan, and he let me down, man. I had to switch religions, man. When it came to him, man, because all of his behavior with the Errol Spence, negotiations, I couldn't stand by it anymore. I thought he wanted to fight the best. I thought he was that guy. I thought he was that dude to fight anybody, and he just proved me wrong. I had to just stand off logic, man, and principle, and I didn't like how he did Errol. I thought he did Errol dirty. And I just couldn't stand by that. I was one of those that thought Errol didn't want the fight. And then when the shit hit the fan, you can see he wanted to fight. He was honest to what he said. I'm gonna clean up my side of the street and then I'm gonna come for you. And then when it came to it, when Terrence was talking that trash and then Errol stood up to him and put his finger in his chest, he didn't want no parts of it. And I didn't like that. And I'm seeing that in Devin right now. You did all this talking. Shakur put his finger in your chest. Everyone's supposedly afraid of you. Even though you can't bust a grape, but somehow all these channels are afraid of you, or everybody's afraid of you. When the reality is, Hank is a southpaw with the knockout power, so people, if anything, gonna be afraid of fighting him, but everyone's afraid of fighting you. So I don't know. The math ain't math.
Dude, I'm telling you, the longer you watch things, and I don't care if it's boxing, if it's politics, if it's your family, people roles affect how you behave. Like if you've ever had somebody that was like a CEO of a company before he becomes a CEO, he'll talk about what he'll do and how he would be different than the CEO.
Yep.
But once you get there and you're in that position, you start doing the same things that people in that position do because there's
Right.
certain things because of your responsibilities. It's easy to say when nobody has a reason to fight you that they're
Right.
ducking you and they should fight you. But then when you get in that position and you're like, hold on, I got everybody wanting to fight me. Should I fight this guy? Should I fight this guy? Should I fight that guy?
Right.
So Devin, quite honest, this is why I knew this was going to come to fruition. Devin was going to be in a position where he had to choose between fighting somebody like Tank or fighting like somebody like Shakur.
Right.
And without a doubt, he's not fighting Shakur. Like,
Yeah.
because first of all, that's a loss.
Right.
I'm putting money on that. Like, I don't
Yep.
gamble. That's money. I'll put money on that.
Right.
That's
I'm with you.
That's a loss. That right there is like a 60-40 fight for Shakur, in my
Right.
opinion. And
Yep.
even if Devin doesn't agree with it, Devin's going to say in his own mind, he has to know that shit's at best 50-50. So
Right.
is he going to do that? Or is he going to try to fight Lomachenko? Or is he going to try? That just was what it was going to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, anyway, man, yeah. I see what you're saying. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. You got a great viewpoint on boxing. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you, brother. And good to see
man.
you in the chat. Now I got a face to a name, and I will never flip. Babe? And I won't. I'm sorry, it's my wife. And I won't ever flip on you in the chat now that I see your face.
Yeah. You've never flipped on me, man. I don't come in there
Okay,
talking
good.
nonsense. So
Okay, good. All right,
cool,
brother.
man.
Thank you, man.
all right, man.
Yes,
Take
sir.
it easy.
All right, take it easy. Hold on 1 second. All right. Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Fernand?
Chilling. You out here looking like I didn't know you was out here looking like Kyrie Irving. Hold on a second, man. looking like Kyrie Irving's older brother. Let me get this. Let me get these 2 super chats real quick, man. These 3 super chats, brother.
Absolutely. Do
Undercard
your
Boxing
thing.
said, "Thank you, bro." Said, "Shout out to Marquis, Keys to Game, Tony T. Where's Tony T? I ain't seen Tony T in here, man. I know Tony T out here trolling me. Terry, John Bowie, Just Do Boxing, Bruce Gas Boxing. Shout out to everyone and stop by and show some love and support. Absolutely, man. Make sure y'all put your link in there, Undercard Boxing. And y'all need to go subscribe to Undercard Boxing. John Boy said, my son bought a new car for his business first thing yesterday. I do in a test drive is out in a ditch. Oh, you in a test drive, you put it in a ditch? Hey, man, you're going to have to pay for that, Dad. Man, I just had an extremely frustrating day with my son. Reggie Reg said, just on support, keep doing you, man. Thank you, Reggie Reg. Appreciate you, brother. And thank you to everybody supporting on the chat. And hit the link if y'all want to chop it up with me today. One look quick. He said the long debate, baby. I'm telling you, it's the long debate. Dark Truth, the long debate. Thank you, sweetie. This guy said this guy gets a salute. Yeah, he's a very intelligent dude. You're talking about I gotta get a name that's a little bit more pronounceable for him. But yeah, the cat that was on like SP Phil, I just gonna call him Phil because that's easy. That's the only part that I said. But you can't fool us for now. We know the reason Bud hasn't said anything is because you two are planning to fight soon. Bud, for 9, I got 1,000. Man, I ain't fighting that dude. I ain't getting my chin checked. You tripping. We just had a long conversation about me being realistic. I ain't trying to fight that man. Anyway, what's going on? What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
I never jumped on the live, so I wanted to, be able to put a face with the name. So
yes,
wanted to
sir.
jump
Thank
in.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. Wanted to say thanks and salute to all that you do in the boxing community. Similar to Undercard Boxing. You're the reason I started the channel as well. I was inspired by the things that you do, and the square that you stand on. It was speaking the truth out here, man. A lot of people have different agendas, man, and I see that your agenda is not the same as theirs. So, and I'm always locked in every morning.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. But about the boxing, I had Zhang beating Herkovich in that fight too, and that
I thought so too. I had Zhang too.
Yeah, I had Zhang in that fight. You guys talked about basically like the whole 135 division with Loma, Haney, Shakur, Tank. I'll even put Frank Martin in there. And I like that whole round robin. I like to see who comes out on top. Now, if you let's say if we have the Haney and the Loma fight, what if Loma comes out on top and he is undisputed? Do you feel like that Tank Loma fight could be another big fight, just like the Ryan and Tank fight?
I think Tank and Loma is probably a bigger fight than if Lomachenko was to beat Shakur. He first of all got to beat Devin twice.
Got to beat Devin twice. That's true.
Because it's a rematch. And
right.
then, oh no, he's probably going to beat him once because then he's probably going to go up in weight. But I don't know. But just to say he's able to beat Shakur.
Right.
He's able to beat Devin, and they make the Tank fight. I think that the biggest fight, that's probably a bigger fight than both the Devin Haney and the Shakur Stevenson fight. I think that that's a better fight because if Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, he's going to number 1 pound for pound.
Right. That's the same thing I was thinking. And I was looking at your title, and he was talking about the upset. I feel like Lomachenko was not done. I feel like he still has a lot left in the tank, and I think he has the better opportunity to upset the apple cart with Devin Haney versus Ryan and Tank. So I'm looking forward to that fight. And also the last thing is, and then I'm gonna let you go. My fiance calling, but
okay.
That's cool. The last thing is, do you see like a parallel with Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford when it comes to their respective opponents? So Terrence Crawford and Spence, he's not, after the David Avanesian fight, he didn't specifically say he wanted the Spence fight. And then you got Haney, where he's not specifically saying we can make that Shakur fight. So,
oh yeah, there's definitely a
so I just saw that parallel between those two dudes, and I don't think they really want that smoke.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think Devin Haney got a plan. I think Devin wants Gervonta Davis. I think that's the fight that he wants because he wants the big fight. That's what he said. He said, "I'll stay at 135 for the big fight."
And I
don't
think
he wants the Shakur fight.
I think
I just don't think he wants it.
Right, and I also think he feels like the Tank fight may be an easier fight than the Shakur fight. There may be some truth to what Shakur said about him getting the best of him in sparring because he's definitely ducking that smoke, and he'd rather fight Tank than Shakur.
There is truth to it because it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm saying that puppy right there is on YouTube.
Right.
So
absolutely.
That ain't no question about that.
Yeah.
about that
for
one.
Sure.
That's flat out right there on YouTube. And on top of it, the way that it's on YouTube, like it's funny, man, because it's like that doesn't like sparring for Gervonta Davis and Ryan and Devin Haney means everything. Like to Devin, right? The fact that he sparred, right? But then he says, as far as Shakur, even though they fought around the same time, that doesn't mean anything because we're different fighters now.
Exactly.
So he's just saying what he needs. He's saying what he needs to say. He's selling himself. He's obviously been groomed to be a star in boxing, probably before Gervonta was groomed to be one, right? Yeah. Because I think Gervonta didn't really have a major promoter coming out of the amateurs. And he had like 10 fights before he got with Floyd. It took him a while. Took him a while before he was really comfortable speaking on camera or could really, you know what I mean? Like Floyd was out there speaking for him. Right. And I think over the course of maybe the last 5 or 6, the 5 or 6 pay-per-views that he's had, he's more out of his shell. He's still not even looking directly at the camera a lot.
Right.
Still kind of looking down, kind of like,
still camera shy.
Yeah. Still kind of camera shy.
You see him fumbling, searching for his words.
Versus Devin, who is like Bill is very polished in front of the camera. He can be as mad as he wants to be, but he's still, hey, all right, good people out there. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's less. I've always said that Devin has been groomed to get where he is. His plan that they have had. They've had that plan probably since he was 8 years old. Specifically, that plan. We're gonna get he's gonna get trained by. He's in the ring with Mike Tyson. He's in the gym with Mike Tyson. He's training with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Mayweather Sr. He's training with Roger Mayweather. Zab Judah is his uncle. He's been groomed for this the entire time.
I agree.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
So to me, Gervonta Davis is like kind of cut into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
it's actually him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just
Exactly.
I think that there's all kind of dynamics going there, but I think the most
Yeah.
important thing is I don't think he can beat Shakur. I
Right.
just think that's like unlike Terrence Crawford, who I
Mm-hmm.
don't doubt. I mean, I know some people can disagree with this. I don't. I know that I believe Terrence Crawford thinks he can beat Errol. I think he believes he can beat him. I just think he knows that it's going to be like you can
It's
come
gonna be
out
a war.
damaged even if you can
Might,
come out
yeah.
damaged even if you do.
Right.
And
It might
he's
it's gonna be a
where
war.
I think he's trying to position himself to get everything he can. And he's also fortunate because Errol doesn't want to do anything else but fight him.
Exactly.
Devin can't say I want to fight Shakur because then Gervonta is immediately going to be like, okay, go fight him. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Right.
go fight
Right.
him. I'll get
Right.
but at the end of the day, that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, just like my guy just said, and I'm gonna come because he did a super chat. My guy, Phil 04, I'm gonna say SP Hill 04 said,
Mm-hmm.
God, I lost on my train of thought that much. Oh, like Canelo. Like,
Mm-hmm.
look, man, all you dudes probably need to all beat each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
Right.
they all beat each other and there's only Shakur or there's only Devin at 135 standing,
Uh-huh.
then
Y'all
that's
fight
going to be
each
the
other.
fight Gervonta has.
Right. Y'all fight each other to get to the king, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to get to
Yeah.
the money king.
The money king. Yeah.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
yourself to
Exactly.
the money.
I get it.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I talk long.
No, it's good. It's good. The same thing as Phil said about these guys fighting top guys. I don't think Tank is going to fall in that category that you guys talked about with Canelo because he already mentioned that he wants Shakur, he wants Haney, and he wants what's the other guy? Loma, I think he said before he exits the sport. So I heard an interview where he didn't want to mention names, but the guy mentioned the names, and he said yes, yes, and yes to all three of those guys. So hopefully we get those three fights. We can't say he ended up like Canelo if he do fight those three guys. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go, man. So I
All
got to
right,
get
man.
this oil change. I want to say salute to the mighty FIBC. That's how we
Thank you,
gonna do
man.
it.
For 99,
FIBC.
I appreciate you, brother.
And salute
All
to the
right,
usual
bro.
suspects out there.
Yes, sir, man. Good to see you,
All
man.
right,
Now I
brother.
got a face to a name. Hey, what's the shirt
Absolutely.
though? What's the shirt?
Oh, the Sixers in the playoffs, baby. That's the beard.
Oh, that's James Harden.
That's James Harden.
Oh, okay, cool. The
Yeah,
Bulls are out. Did y'all
Bulls
take
out,
ours?
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is what
I
it
thought
is.
I thought y'all looked good in the beginning of the season. I thought y'all had it.
I don't watch them, man. I don't know, man. I'm so behind on it. I got to get in better spirits about my Chicago teams, man, to help them
Yeah,
out. But for some
I
reason,
got
I
you.
just. But all right, brother, we get back, man.
All right, man. Salute.
All right, man. I
Talk to
absolutely,
you.
man. Salute to you, bro. Hey, man, that's fun, man. Hey, Rick, let me read these things real quick. What's going on, man? You there? Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm
Hold
here.
on.
What's up? Yeah, go on and catch.
Okay, that's what's. Let me catch it. Bodywork Boxing said this guy gets it. Salute. Yeah, he's talking about SP Hill 04. Bright guy. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Hey man, I like educated cats, bro. My guy Adrian Molina in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 holler, Adrian Molina. Thank you, brother. It means a ton. Thank you. And to my guy, Mr. Cephas in the building. Thank you, bro. Said keep up the good work, man. Oh, there he goes. Thank you, bro. I may use this one, man, because that camera is clear. I ain't gonna lie. It is a lot clearer. It doesn't have to refocus. It's not doing all kind of crazy stuff. I might have to do that. Let me slide down, get these undercard boxing. Said my guy, Kamal Eyes, E. Snooty. Miss you guys. Yes, sir. E. Snooty in the building. What's the one dude? What's that Devin Haney? What's your other man, what's my man's name? Big time Bud fan, bro. He wouldn't give it up for nothing. Hey, SP Phil said, great chopping up with you for 9. You can call me Sean. All right, cool. So, okay, Sean. Got you. All right, Sean. And I'm going to try to remember that and not mess that up. Sean. Because I'm terrible with names. Chris Easton in the building. Thank you, brother. He said, I feel like the weight draining back-to-back is going to eventually harm Haney more than it helps. If he stays at 135, he needs to move up. Hey, man, you know what it is? It's going to be what it is. You know what I mean? It's going to be who it is, man. It's going to be what it is. It's funny how I'm telling you, God don't like ugly. Rise podcast said, "For not, I've been laughing my ass off. Did you see the new addition to the GTD family? No. Who's the new addition to the GTD family? Nah, who's the new addition to the GTD family? You're gonna get Devin to sign that 3-fight deal? You're gonna get him to say, hey, who's the new addition? Let me know. What's good though to my guy? Rick Timms in the building, looking dapper, brother, looking dapper in the house. Got your chain, got your unk on.
Hey man, shit. You saw me backstage. I was outside, but the damn next door neighbor's yard man started running the mower, so it got too loud for me out there. Ran me back in.
All right.
Check it out.
Good, yes, sir.
Yeah, let me switch gears.
Switch them gears, brother.
Let's tap into some women boxing, and we're gonna go back in time. First,
yeah, no worries. You trying to catch me slipping, but okay, I got you.
No. Look, first, last October, we just witnessed Clarissa Shields beat Savannah Marshall for the undisputed middleweight championship. So, how is Savannah Marshall being considered to be facing Franchon Cruz for her super middleweight undisputed title, and she's coming off a loss in England?
She's not. She's fighting. She ain't. She's fighting Green.
They switched it from Green. Yeah, they didn't. The word out now. They didn't went from Green, and now Franchon supposedly gonna face Savannah Marshall in England.
That's them UK trying to own weight classes, bro. That's that UK stuff, man. That's that UK stuff. That's the same garbage going on at 126 pounds with that trash ass Michael Conlon getting that shot, getting that dude's going over there to UK to go. I think it maybe even being in Ireland, going over there to fight Michael Conlon for, I think it's maybe the IBF 126 pound championship, and Laywood running it back with Mauricio Lara after Mauricio Lara knocked him out and knocked out Carl Frampton 2 times. I'm trying to tell you, that's why they got so many belts. That's one of the main reasons they got so many belts. It's because they want belts to be on every continent. And they got that 126 pound IBF and WBA for men stays over there with the UK. And they didn't want to see Khadijah Green and Khadijah Green. They definitely don't want to deal with Khadijah Green.
All right.
Now I like. No, get me wrong. I like Franchon DeJourn Cruz. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Khadijah Green to me seems like Ann Wolfish.
All right, check it out. It's just kind of iffy to me how Savannah can get another undisputed shot, coming off a loss, and Khadijah Green. Oh man, I'm glad you mentioned her. Check it out, man. She like 33 years old. 12-0, 11 knockouts. How could you see a potential matchup between her and Clarissa? Now she's super middleweight. Clarissa been mainly middleweight lady, but we know Clarissa have fought at super middleweight. Clarissa 13-0 with 2 knockouts, but Clarissa, her resume is stacked, man. She got over 100 rounds against nothing but quality competition. And Khadijah Green, she done barely fought over 30 rounds against subpar competition. So I pick Clarissa over Khadijah by unanimous decision if that happened.
I don't think anybody. Well, look, I got to see more of Khadijah Green, so I don't want to give just a 100% because answer is again I got to see more than I've seen. I think I've seen her fight twice, but Clarissa Shields, I got Clarissa Shields beating anybody ever. Like the only possible exception to that for me is Ann Wolf. But if I had to put my money on anybody, I mean any female, her against any female boxer ever, I got Clarissa Shields. Because Clarissa Shields a dog. Like Clarissa Shields she ain't knocking. The reason why she ain't got the knockouts is because she got 2-minute rounds.
Right.
If she had 3-minute rounds. Them girls ain't going 12 rounds. And how many rounds is the championship? 10? Isn't it just 10?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think they go 12, right? If they go 3-minute rounds over 12 rounds, she up out of here. They up out of here.
And dude, Clarissa, man, of her 13 wins, she done given like 7 women their first defeats. I mean, no one had more than 3 losses. Everybody was undefeated.
She fights.
1 loss,
Everybody
2
she
losses.
Fights.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody she fights is a very, very good fighter. Is a top level female. Every single solitary one. Every single solitary one. Shadeza knocking them out in 2 minutes. Yeah, because she's a bigger puncher. But that's not. That's kind of like Errol Spence. People underestimate people that are going to beat you up. Clarissa Shields is beating your body up. She's hitting you consistently. She's beating you up throughout the entire round. Just because she's not knocking you out, some people get that accumulation of punishment. For her, I don't think gets time to really add up. Like, I'm telling you, man, the more I watch, and I wasn't want to say I was hesitant on Clarissa Shields, but I've watched. Layla Ali is not beating Clarissa Shields. Layla Ali not beating Clarissa Shields. Maybe if Layla Ali had a longer career, had an amateur career, if she had an amateur career, I think Layla Ali is as talented as she is. Because Layla Ali is a great athlete. I think she's as talented. She had the hand speed. She's got the foot speed. She got the strength. She got the size. She's got all of that. She got all of that. But Clarissa Shields I've been boxing since I was 8 years old and 2 Olympic gold medals. And she can fight that style where she'll wear you out, beat you up. And I'm surprised she don't make some of these girls quit if they were 3-minute rounds. That's just me though.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, look, man. Let's go back in time, man.
You can't catch me slipping on my women's boxing, dog. I be preparing for you.
Hey, well, women boxing is looking good with Clarissa, and
yeah, no doubt.
Her resume speaks for itself, for real. So today is April 15th, for none.
Yes, sir.
38 years ago today, man, we had the showdown, man. We had the super welterweight champion go up and challenge the undisputed middleweight champion. Caesar's Palace, for none.
You talking about Sugar? No, not Sugar Ray. That's not Sugar Ray Leonard Hagler. Who is it? You gotta let me know, man. I ain't guessing. Who you talking about?
That's Hagler and Hearn. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
38 years ago today. Oh, yes. Man. Hagler and Hearns, 38 years ago today, man. The best 3 rounds of boxing history. Hey, man. Dude. Hearns bit off a little more than he could chew, trying to just be super aggressive in there with that dog, and he paid for it. And a little side footnote to that was before the fight, Emmanuel Stewart was upset with Tommy Hearns for getting a massage, because Emmanuel Stewart, wasn't a fan of boxers getting massages before fights, because he felt like it took their legs away from him. And he feel like that was one of the reasons why Tommy Hearns just threw boxing out the window and just went in there and slugfest, because he knew his legs wasn't there. But legs there, massage or not, I had Hagler winning that regardless. I was 10 years old that day, for none. I ain't make 11 to October 85. You remember what you was doing that day 38 years ago?
1985. What was I? 1985. That was mean. I was. My wife is too close to tell you what I was doing that day. At 15 years old, man, I don't know what I was doing, man. I know I wasn't watching that fight because I didn't have it on. I don't know what I was doing when 15 years old, man. in April. I was probably outside playing football or something. What did he say? Oh, it is. It is a good question. I don't know. Scheming on a girl probably was what I was doing. Since she said it's a good question, she has permission to answer. Scheming on some girl was doing it 15 years old. I don't know, man.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I didn't get to see that fight. You know, that fight wouldn't have been on until the next week.
Mhm.
That fight was on. That would have been on the next week on Wide World of Sports in '85. Pretty sure. Yeah. I was up something. I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do. You know, but now that's good, man. Yeah, that was a great fight, man. I watched it. I need to watch that. I need to watch it again, man. I've been watching ever since I was over on the Rise podcast, and Coach Squeeze told me that Errol doesn't fight like Hagler. I went back and watched Hagler, and he does fight like Hagler in spots. But on the other side, there's some things that Hagler does with that switching and really kind of being like rhythmic and fighting on the outside. That's different, man. Every fighter is different at the end of the day, though. You know what I mean? Every fighter is different. He's a beautiful fighter, though. But all right, man. Appreciate you, brother. That was some great
peace,
change of pace for the conversation, man. Man, that was some blood boxing type. That was some blood boxing type change up, man. Man, some good dudes. Lifelong boxing fans, man. All right, brother. You take care, man. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Hey, my guy, keys to the game. Oh, I got keys to the game. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else, though. I don't think that I did. I did not. Oh, and the Phoenix in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that $5 holler, brother. Thank you so much for your support, man. Thank you. You didn't put anything in it, but you didn't put a statement in it, but thank you for that support, man. Marquis said that's who Marshall is fighting or is rumored to fight in June. Let me see. So that is Clarissa. That is Savannah Marshall that got a fight championship fight off of a loss. They do that over there at the UK, man. They do that in the UK. They're gonna keep some belts over there for them guys. That's why you got so many belts, in my opinion. I was born in 1985. Yeah, 85. What did King Julian? You said something, King Julian. You said something, King Julian, that I was gonna say. You something about Devin. You said Devin fighting. Oh yeah, Devin fighting the best competition with Lomachenko. Look, man, he ain't fought him yet. So I would say don't give people credit for things that they've not done until it's done. When he beats Lomachenko, okay. But it is kind of hard for you to claim that for them to claim he was the best when they spent so much time saying he wasn't the best when Teofimo Lopez was fighting him. I want to know how he turned into the best all of a sudden from Devin Haney fans when he wasn't the best when Teofimo Lopez was fighting Lomachenko. How, you know what I mean? So this is the consistency that I would love to see. If you think that Lomachenko is a very good fighter, say it the entire time. Don't make him a very good fighter after you know that Devin's fighting him. Okay? Similarly to George Kambosos. You didn't give George Kambosos any credit at all until Devin beat him. But then after Devin Haney beats him, then he becomes a good fighter. Lomachenko is ranked at number 2 at lightweight. And so what? So what? And honestly, I don't even think he's ranked number 2. I think he's ranked number 1. But ranked number 2 by who? King Julian. Ranked number 2 by who? I don't care. I know Lomachenko's a good fighter. I've never said Lomachenko was anything but a good fighter. I don't think he's the number 2 lightweight. The old Errol was relentless. The new Errol is calculated. Not at all. They're both calculated, and he's just as relentless. His fight that he just had was the most relentless fight that I've seen him in. Much more aggressive against Ugas than he was against Danny Garcia. Much more so. It is obvious that Lomachenko is a good fighter. Yes, it is. So why is it that Devin Haney fans were not saying that about him before? Why do you have to wait until your guy is fighting him to admit it? I'm sure Ryan Garcia would be a great fighter right now if he was fighting Devin, according to you. But he's trash if he's fighting Gervonta. If Devin was fighting Hector Garcia, oh man, Hector Garcia destroyed Chris Colbert. He's a WBA super champion. He's undefeated. He'd be great if he was fighting Devin. But if he fights Tank, he's not any good. The replay drop tomorrow. Can't wait. Yeah, that's like no joke. Man, I can't wait to see. I've seen the highlights. I didn't see the man. The highlights are ridiculous when you take out all the in-between action. Dana Jones said, in 1985, I was 18. I watched the fight on closed circuit TV. Those were the good old days before pay-per-view was coming directly to your homes. Yep. Fanai, was you a fan of Vincent Pettaway? I saw Vincent Pettaway fight. I can't say I was a fan of him, though. At the time, during that period of time, I mean, I was only really a fan of a few fighters. You know, a fan of a few fighters. Spence wants Bud to end that chapter and move on to 154. Yeah, he clearly does. He's going to wait till that fight takes place. And that's his prerogative. It's his prerogative. He can do what he wants to do, obviously. I'm going to buy the fight if it happens, if it doesn't happen. I just hope that he, and again, hey man, he's not getting wear and tear on his body. He's not taking punches. So as long as he's staying sharp and he is used to taking layoffs. So it's not something, it's even with the layoff, it's not something that he's not prepared for. Rick Tim said Clarissa posted a face-off between her and her boyfriend Tony, saying they were going to broadcast a sparring match between the two of them, and she said she's going to give him that work. I need to go check. Hey man, that's funny. I don't know her boyfriend was a boxer. I know she spars men. I think a lot of women spar men. I know that Amanda Serrano does it as well. But y'all hit that link, though. Hit that link. It's a good live stream, man. I've been having a lot of fun today. John Boy says, still driving, but some support. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hold on one second. I got to see something real quick. Give me 1 second. Man, I hate Chicken Talk is on, man. Chicken Talk should jump on the show. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Still driving, but some support. Hey, thank you, John Bowie. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Loma has a more focused camp. It'll be a big difference from the Ortiz fight. We'll see. I think that Ortiz is an underestimated fighter. And I also think Ortiz lost that fight. However, good. He was in a good, tough fight against a guy that knew how to fight him. We'll see how it turns out, Dwayne Williams said, I like your show because you talk facts. Your channel is in the top 3. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. What about Starborn don't he come around here anymore? Starborn was out there hating on me, bro. Starborn was out there talking bad about me, bro. So I ain't seen Starborn in a minute. Starborn takes it personally. I think you're taking this a little too personally. Hey, you guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, right back. Matthew Thomas in the building. Says, shout out to that guy for now. What's going on, Matthew Thomas? Yeah, man, but hit the link, man. I think the link is still at the top. So somebody should be willing to get on here and chop it up with me, man. Not quite Devin level, though. What are you talking about? Who are boring? Jermaine Ortiz was shoe shining away too much in that fight. I mean, I just thought he won the fight. I thought Jermaine Ortiz fought well. I think Jermaine Ortiz is an underrated fighter, and I think he fought well. Personally, I think he fought well. Yeah, I think he fought well, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, he won. You know what I mean? My guy OKC Gun King said, late to the show. I have a busy day, but here's some support. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. And Will Wright said, for now, what replay are you waiting for? The Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordenis Ugas replay will be released on PBC YouTube page tomorrow. Yeah, the full fight is going to be available on YouTube as of tomorrow. Can't wait, because I've been wanting to get it, and Showtime doesn't put those on. Showtime doesn't really have it on there on their channel for very long, or on their site for a while. So yeah, the replay between the Errol Spence Ugas replay is back. Is going to be on YouTube tomorrow. So looking forward to that one, because that was a really good fight, man. It's a terrific fight in my opinion. For now, that mean Errol fighting soon? I don't know, man. I'm not reading into that. I'm telling you, man, I'm not reading into it. Not reading into it. I'm insulted. Like, seriously, I'm insulted by all of these things that people say about YouTube on Twitter. I get insulted by it, man, because it's like you're putting everybody in the same bucket. And not everybody's in that bucket, man. Not everybody's in that bucket. And every time somebody says somebody like that, I get 1,000 comments about how y'all talking about me. You know, and man, first of all, I never said I had a source. I don't ask. Trust me, ain't nobody from Errol Spence camp ever got a phone call from me asking them for any information. Every bit of information that I've shared is information on YouTube, and I will tell you exactly where it came from and who it came from. That's it. And if somebody says that they believe something, I will talk about it. But that does not mean that it's something that's coming from me. But I will tell you that there are YouTube channels, man, that are just, man, God dog, you make it so hard, man. Like they make it easy on themselves, but they make it very hard on everybody else. Salute for non OG respect to the chat fan. What's going on, Just Do Boxing? Yeah, they make it easy on themselves. They make it hard on everybody else. Errol said he had breakfast yesterday, so therefore a fight announcement is coming soon. People look into stuff too much. I mean, but look, IBKJ, he's going to have to fight somebody sooner or later. So if you keep saying it enough, you're going to be right. But I will tell you, people have said that he was going to fight in November. They said that he was going to fight in October. They said that he was going to fight in November. Then they said he's going to fight in April. They reported April. Keith Thurman in April, that's why the Errol Spence-Terrence Crawford fight didn't happen. Because Keith Thurman and Errol is going to be in April. They reported that in April, and then they reported June. Because Spectrum said so. This is like the fifth or the sixth date. Let me see, how many dates is that? September, October, November, April, June. It's the fifth one. From sources. Jay Miller, it's the Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas. How many times is your source going to be wrong? They don't have any more. I'm telling you, people do not have any more insight than you do. And I believe that to be the case. You can talk to somebody that is in somebody's camp. You can. I've heard a lot of stuff. There are some people that know, but the people that know are not saying. Fanat, I'm starting to think this is Psychops operative 5 times. What are you talking about? Dude, it's always wanting to be the person that is telling you the news. YouTube is not for your boxing news. You can hear information that came out of the news, but by and large, man, yeah, Lumpkin, yeah, it is what it is. Anthony tweeted, Errol tweeted XX, April XX in January. Love your channel. Yeah, he did. Did he fight? And see, that's what you can report, that he said April. Then he had a car accident. We know that they were looking to fight in April. We know they were that he was looking to fight in April. Know that to be the case. But that's how you know it. Did they fight? No, they did not. Mostly entertainment. Look, I can't speak for anybody else. I'm trying to have a boxing conversation with you. I'm not fronting. I am not media. I am not a boxing journalist. If you are a boxing journalist, then you have to abide by the standards, journalistic standards. That's not me. Not going to pretend that it is, because I don't want to do that. You cannot be a promoter. You can't be a promoter, a media guy. I'm just saying, how many things can you be? At the same time, you are whatever you need to be at that moment. Michael Demps in the building. What's going on? Said, hey, salute Fanon, salute to the OGs in the chat, salute to John Bowie, and F. RuPaul. Yeah, pretty much. Throw him in there too. Hey, that's what you need to do. Go ahead and give him them. People be careful about that first rather than being correct, and nobody's really even the first. Like, you're the first on Twitter or you're the first on YouTube? Do you know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't even, look, man, all I'm trying to say is leave me out of all of that nonsense. I don't appreciate it because that ain't me. If somebody says something, half of the time I say it's nonsense. Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford is going to be fighting April 16th. Really? How are they? They're going to go there. They're going to fight on the same day that more than likely Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting somebody. I don't believe it. When is the last time somebody other than Canelo Alvarez fought on that September 17th weekend? You might as well tell me they're fighting on May 5th. I don't believe it. Right away. Okay? Terrence Crawford signed the contract. Sources tell me, yeah, did he sign it? No, he didn't. Because did we get a fight? No. Anyway, it is just what it is, man. This kick kind of irritates me, man. I don't like getting lumped in with everybody else. And I think there's a lot of people that shouldn't be lumped into that. YouTube is like the absolute best place to talk boxing. It's not even close. It's definitely the best place to talk boxing. To actually talk about boxing and have interaction in a real-time basis. Twitter is nowhere near as good. It's nowhere near as good. Because you only got a certain amount of characters. John Boy said, thank you all for the shout out. God bless all you guys. I'm gonna send you some money to take your wife out to lunch. Hey, who to me? Hey, I appreciate you supporting the chat, bro. Thank you, man. Facts, OG. Boxing lives on YouTube. It does. But he's also right that boxing, it is entertainment. It's absolutely positively entertainment. It is. Twitter ain't entertainment. Twitter sucks. Except for I like Twitter because Twitter is good for information. It really is. John Boy says, sorry, guys. Love to be in the chat, but I'm busy today. Check Cash App, old friend. Oh, thank you, brother. Man, thank you, John Boy, for the support, man. That's absolutely huge, bro. Oh, man, that's gigantic. Hey, dude. John Boy, thank you, brother. Much love for that big holler in the Cash App, brother. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, John Boy. Thank you. Appreciate that support, man. Facts OG Boxing lives on YouTube. It really does. You can't get around it. You really can't get around it, you know? But look, man, I'm going to cut out of here a little bit early today. It's 10:30 my time. Oh, John Boy. Oh, I got John Boy. Unless somebody want to jump on, I was saying I was going to jump out. But look, I'm going to be on like 10 minutes. So if you want to holler, what's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Steph, cool boy. Man, the man is in the building. The man is in the building. What's going on, brother? He said, be well, brother. You looking good with it. Have a great weekend. God be with you. Thank you, brother, for showing up, man. Hey, okay, my guy, Joe A in the building. What's going on, man?
What's going on? How are you?
Man, I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I wanted to come onto your show and just lay down my flowers and just give you some kudos. I listen to you every day.
Thank you, brother.
And yeah, and I'm from the United Kingdom.
Yes, I can hear it in your voice, man. I got you.
And I hear you trashing a little bit about the UK boxing scene. So I'm coming to back my fellow brethren.
Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Hey, guilty as charged. Sorry about that.
No, man, it's all good, man. It's all love and war, man. I hear a lot of echoing in the background, though. I'm not too sure why.
I don't hear it.
You don't? Okay, I'll just put up with it.
Yeah, you may have if you hear it, you may have another like the YouTube screen open. So you might want to mute that so you don't hear both of those. But I don't hear it. Yeah, just mute your YouTube channel.
Okay, cool. All right, that's done.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to ask you a few questions. Let's chop it up a little bit with you about Devin Haney. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Now,
yes, sir.
Before I even get into it, I am a fan of Devin Haney, Shakur, all of them. I love all of those guys down there at 135. But what do you think about Haney's weight? And what I mean by that is, when I watched him fight Kambosos twice, right?
Yeah.
He looked like Skeletor. He looked emaciated on the scales, to the point where my wife and I were thinking, man, he might lose this. He looks like he's gonna fall down.
Yeah.
But when he fought, obviously he fought great and he won the undisputed fantastically. Oh wait.
I'm waiting.
I think kind of.
Yeah, your signal's kind of fading a little bit. You probably just need to move to a spot. John Boy said, if that's not enough for lunch, then you go hungry and she eats. Lone Star. Yeah, that's Lone Star, Steph. Oh, no doubt, man. You know, hey, I will make it, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, John Boy, man. You the man, John. Hey, just come in and come back out, Joe. Just come in and come back out. And see if it gets better. He said, if they don't refund me, I'll split it up for the family in the chat. Yeah, man. You talking about the fights? Man, God dog. Yeah, I'm sorry that you got stuck. Hey, Joe, I got to kick you, man. Come on back, though, man. I appreciate it. But as far as the weight, I'll answer your question. From the portion that I heard you say, hey, if you make the weight, you make the weight. You know, if you make the weight, you make the weight. Yeah, he definitely looked emaciated. And actually, he looked emaciated in the fight as well. Because there's some pictures he didn't necessarily look that good in the fight either. I mean, as far as like how he looked. And I'm gonna show you real quick what I mean by that. Give me a second. And hopefully by the time I get back on the screen, you can be back on. But, yeah, here it is. Like this picture here. Ooh, yuck. What did I just do? Here, let me separate this and show you this picture. How can I not enlarge this, man? I want to enlarge this. Let me look to see if you got back on. Nah, you didn't get back on. Yeah, but let me share this picture with you. In the fight, he looked a little bit emaciated in the fight. Hold on, once I see you, big dog, and I'll let you on. Hold on one second. And I'm sorry for the UK too. I'll explain the UK thing too. Nah, not this one. Hold on. Like in this picture right there, to me, man, I can't. Yeah, there you go. All right. He looks emaciated there to me. He doesn't look like, he still looks a little bit drained even in the fight. He looked a little bit drained to me. But let me remove that. And Big Dog Willie in the building said, hey, Bill Wolf Ticket Haney sold super ticks yesterday. Hey, all right, Joe, what's going on, man?
Yeah, sorry about that. I think it's just where I'm driving right now. If it cuts out again,
worries, so get it
I'll
out
just
quick before you break out.
Try it.
Yeah, get it quick before you break out.
So he's emaciated. He looks like as if he's going to drop down and die. I don't think that if he fights Shakur Stevenson at 135, I don't think he's going to do well. I think he's going to lose. But I do think it'll be a very different fight if he's at a higher weight. If he's at a weight where he looks less emaciated. And if I was a boxer, I'm not a boxer. I coached boxing when I was younger. But if I was a boxer, I wouldn't fight Shakur Stevenson if I was Devin Haney. But I would fight Gervonta Tank David for sure. Money. I would definitely do it. And I'd risk it. Another thing is, I think
it's gone again, man. You gone again. Hello?
Can you hear me?
You're better now. Stop. Whatever you're doing, don't move. Go ahead.
Okay. If Devin Haney moves up, I think that'd be the best option for him for health. And I also think that he should just go ahead and fight the winner between Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. That's what I think. I think he should stay away from Shakur Stevenson at 135. He will lose. I think at 135 against Gervonta Tank Davis, he loses. But at 140, I think he can clear out that division.
Yeah, that's not bad. Is that what you had? Is that what you had? Is that it? You there? Oh, Rodzilla. Hold on one second, man. Let me get.
Yeah, I'm cutting out. I'm cutting out. I don't want to hold you up anymore. I will call back when it's a better connection. Maybe next week.
Okay, for sure. Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Love to you, man.
And listen for a second, man, because the UK, when you're on the way out, the UK stuff is, look, I like UK boxing. I just kind of get on UK boxing. UK cats talk a lot of stuff when about that Deontay Wilder stuff. Hey, one second, big dog. John Boy said Rodzilla wrench possible for sure. I'll get Rodzilla next time I see him. And my guy, Cal Cooler, and thank you so much, John Boy. Cal Cooler says, salute OG, where can I verify which sanctioned bodies has title defenses coming up first in regards to the undisputed champion, or is it determined by which body announces the mandatory first? If one announces it, the other one won't. And they'll more than likely talk about that amongst themselves. And then they'll agree to who's ordering it. That's the way that I've seen it work out. Cal Cooley. What's going on, big dog?
Ain't too much. How you doing this morning, Fanon?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I can't complain about a thing, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Of course, I'm coming to talk a little Devin Haney, my favorite fighter in boxing.
Yes, sir.
Um, I just got a couple questions, man, as usual per se.
No worries, man. Do you?
You know, a lot. Devin caught a lot of flack for becoming quote unquote the man by beating George Kambosos, who everybody says you can't be the man by beating somebody who's not the best guy in your division, whether he got the titles or not, right?
I mean, different people say different things, but I've heard that. Yeah.
Okay, so they say that that's not a weighted win, so to speak. So, what makes this dude who worked at a Japan Korean Kobe beef sushi bar that Shakur knocked out any better than George Kambosos and makes that win any more significant than Kambosos?
Nothing.
That's my thing. I love Shakur's boxing skill set. I love Tank's boxing skill set. I personally like Devin's I'm a fan of the pure boxer. Like, you don't have to knock people out, but if you got a piston like jab, I fall in love with that. If you got a nice hook that you turn over, or a 1-2 that you turn over really good, I fall in love with that. Like, I favor Tyson Fury style over Deontay Wilder, even though I'm a black guy who supported Wilder because he was a black man in that fight. I'm just being honest.
Uh-huh. You gone. You breaking up. Cal Cooler, I hope I answered your question. But look, man, you just jumped out, man. I got to let you go because I got like 2 more people and then I'm about to bounce. But before I do that, let me tell you that there's a difference between, there is nothing more impressive. Are you there now? Yeah, there's nothing more impressive about Yoshina than there was about George Kambosos. But that doesn't speak to how good a fighter Shakur Stevenson is, because Shakur would have washed both of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, and I don't know if, I think maybe Kambosos may have beat Yoshina, but I don't know. I don't think that there's anything that makes it better, but it doesn't matter. Shakur's done more than enough to fight that man. And my guy said, John Boy said, right above this super chat. Okay, I got you. Let me get this real quick. Thank you, John Boy. We're gonna do that before I get to the next caller. Rodzilla Jones in the building. There you go. There you go. I got you. All right. Tank by manslaughter. I hope this isn't craziness, but what's going on, man?
Hey, listen, can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, man. I don't know. You may have said something inappropriate. Big Dog Willie in the building. What's going on, man?
What's cracking?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. I can't complain about a thing.
I hear you. So, I'm just, from your opinion, I'm just curious. What is Bill Haney? Is he just playing a game, or does he really not know what Devin's going to do next after this Loma fight? Because it's going back and forth. Like, he's going to stay at 135, he's going to move up to 140, or he's going to stay 135 and fight Tank and Shakur, or he's going to move up. We know what Bob Arum said. Bob will want Dev to move up. So, what do you think? Because it's just I don't believe anything that that Bill says. I know he's trying to promote his son, which I might, but when he comes with this stuff, I don't even listen to him.
So you said, is he playing games, or does he know what he's doing next?
I mean, what do you think that Devin's going to do next?
What do I think he's going to do next? I think if he beats, it depends on if he beats Lomachenko.
Let's say if he beats Lomachenko.
Okay, if he beats Lomachenko, I think he's probably going to go to 140.
Okay.
If I had to put, and I'm going to tell you how confident I am in that. I have about $5 I'll put on what Devin does next. Like, I wouldn't bet any more than $5 on what he's going to do next, because one, I'm going to tell you what he ain't going to do next. He's not fighting Gervonta next. I do not see that happening. I could be wrong, but I do not see that happening.
Do you see him fighting Shakur?
Do I see him fight? Shakur is more than likely the one. If he beats Lomachenko, that if he stays in 135, that's more than likely who he'll fight. And he probably won't want to do it, but I don't know if he's going to have a lot of choice. Because if he's not signed to Top Rank, then Bob Arum has that mandatory with the WBC and can also get it done with the WBA, with the WBO. I don't see him getting out of that.
But
I just don't see him getting out of that.
Just wanted to say, because what Bob Arum is saying that he's moving up to 140. I mean, because Bob Arum putting up the paycheck.
You got to listen to what he said, man. People keep talking about what he said. Like, and this is not you, okay? And I see Andrew Walls. Look, if you listen carefully to what Bob Arum said, he said, look, man, more than likely what Devin Haney's going to do is he's going to go up and wait. If he beats Lomachenko, more than likely he's going to go move up and wait because he's having a hard time making weight. And since that is the case, it's probably not realistic that he would fight Shakur Stevenson. He didn't say if he stays at 135, it's unrealistic that he'll fight Shakur Stevenson. He said it was unrealistic because he doesn't think he's going to be in the weight class. But if you asked him, assuming that he is still in the weight class, Bob, what do you think? What do you think? Well, if he's still at the weight class, then he's going to fight Shakur because Shakur's a WBC mandatory, or he's going to get the WBO mandatory hit on him either way. So if Devin stays, it's probably going to be Shakur. I mean, if he stays at 135, more than likely it's going to be Shakur. The reason that Bob Arum said it was unrealistic is because he doesn't think that Devin's going to stay. He thinks it's unrealistic for Devin to stay at 140. I mean, at 135. So if you were to ask that same question, but change the name to Gervonta, do you think that it is realistic? What do you see Devin Haney doing next? He's going to say it's unrealistic that he's going to fight Tank next. Why? Because he's not going to stay at 140. People will take what they'll either take it on purpose and miss it, or in my opinion, I think people listen for what they want to hear, but listen to fully what the man said to all of the questions that were asked to him. That's my take on that, man. I don't know what Devin's going to do next. But if he's staying at 135,
I agree.
It's going to be Shakur.
I agree. I mean, if he stays at 135, he'll fight Shakur. I'm just saying, but since Bob writes the checks out, and I think he wants to keep the belts in house. I think he wants Devin to move up to 140, and then Shakur takes all the belts. So you have.
But he wouldn't take all the belts.
Well,
if Devin goes to 140,
no, they're gonna get broken up.
They're all broke up. So
but I think
but he'll probably get all those belts back over the course of a year, 2 years. He'll probably get all the belts back quick, but the belts will be split up between multiple.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like that.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Thanks, Big Dog Willie. Thank you for the support, man. I'll get back with you, man.
All
right. What's going on?
It's Andre. It's spelled weird.
Andre. Oh, that's all right. Andre Walls. What's going on, man?
What's up? So I actually wanted to follow up on that. So if, earlier in the year, Haney and their team were saying that they were going to stay in 135 for the rest of the year. So if he beats Loma and he decides to go to 140 after, coincidentally, Shakur calls him out, would that not be considered a duck, or do you think that's just, odd timing?
I mean, I would really like to I almost feel like getting away from the word duck because it's just so ridiculously overused.
You're right.
But if somebody would categorize, let me put it this way. if he is able to fight Gervonta Davis at 135, but he is unwilling, if you are unwilling, if somebody cash apps me $1, John Boy, you don't have to do that. If somebody cash apps me $1, I will refund it back to them and give them the number. They don't have to go to you. I will just give it back to them. myself. So if somebody wants to do that, but I got to know who it is, you know. Um, yeah, Tank would keep the WBA. Yo, actually, that would mean if he drops it, then if he drops it, then the winner of not even the winner, just Tank becomes the WBA mandatory champ. You know what I mean? Becomes a WBA mandatory. But look, I gotta move, bro. So was that what your question?
Um, yeah, yeah. Were you asking me? Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was my. I didn't know. What you thought, and I had something else I wanted to ask if you heard.
No worries. Go ahead.
So I was watching the interview with Devin Haney with the DAZN boxing, and
Okay.
now all of a sudden sparring doesn't matter because they were younger. But when Bill, his claim to fame is that they beat Tank in sparring, and he runs around and screaming that. So I found it interesting. So I wanted to know your thoughts on that.
Look, my thoughts are that anything that is in Devin Haney's favor works for Devin Haney.
That's true.
Anything that is not in Devin Haney's favor does not work for Devin Haney. We're not short of them changing standards. They're standing their standard of their scorecard depending on whether it's Devin or it's not Devin.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Fair, I appreciate that. Bill's going to say what's best for his kid too. So I was just, more for the Devin fans that like to run the circles with them as if they're part of the Haney camp.
Yeah, I mean, it just look, man. They're going to promote what they're going to promote, and honestly, they're going to say what they're going to say. I don't even think Devin thinks a lot about what he's saying sometimes. I think I don't think that he's like saying. I don't think he's striving for consistency. Let's put it that way.
You're right.
I don't think he's striving for it. Because clearly, Lomachenko, you cannot ask for Lomachenko to be taken off the list. You specifically ask and say he doesn't belong on there. I belong on there. And then them take him off, but then now you want him back on there just because you're fighting him. Because didn't you say that he was this? And didn't you say, they said he was that before he lost to Teofimo Lopez, but he lost.
Yeah, he's too old then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though, man. I got to run through about 3 more and get up out of here, man. Thank you, brother, for coming by, man. Make sure you come back, though.
Oh, I'm there. You see me in the chat, probably, the average natural.
All right. Oh, that's you? Okay,
yes,
cool.
Yes,
got you, man. Got you. All right, bro. Peace. What's going on, big dog?
What's going on, man?
Hey, real quick, though.
What's going on with you? I'm in the gas station right now. I don't know if you can hear me. But
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, just saying what's up, and appreciate everything you do. Always listen to the show, especially when I'm at work. If I'm not there, I always get a chance to go back and listen to it. So just I appreciate what you do and everything. So,
hey, man, I appreciate you, man. All right, brother. You take care, man. Good to see you. Good to put a face to a name,
all right,
man.
You too.
All right, now. Peace, Malcolm. Big dog, what's going on, man?
Hey, my bad.
That was Malcolm Allen. That's Malcolm Allen. I said Big Dog. That was Malcolm Allen. My bad, Malcolm.
Oh, I'm Big Dog. I'm Big Dog.
Yeah, you Big Dog. I switched it up. But go ahead, man. Let me read this real quick. Real quick. OKC Gun King said, I have to go, but do you think we will get Charlo and Alvarez fight? I think we'll get that before we get these other ones, but that's just me kind of wishful thinking. I hope so. Let me put it that way. Brock Howard said, wouldn't Tank keep the WBA? Yes, he would. Because they would get rid of that WBA. And John Bowie said, Brock Howard, thank you, Martin. Tell your wife I said hi. For sure. Thank you so much, John Bowie, for that support, man. And, man, this is so much love. Hey, Greg Neal, back at it, said, Fanon, since you in town, let me help you tip the waiter. Man, it's expensive in D.C. Thank you, Greg Neal. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that support, man. Yeah, I'm out here in D.C., man. And my guy, John Boyer, said, Malcolm in the building. Yes, sir. Great to put a name. So go ahead, man. There you go, big dog. I'm sorry. Thank you to everybody that supports the channel, too. Thank you.
First time my wife called. But I was in the middle of saying, I just feel like you took the necessary steps to let everyone know that George Kambosos was no world beater and that a win against him, while it was for all the titles, George Kambosos is not considered the best of the best. Pretty good, he beat Teofimo Lopez with a bad fight. He came in with a bad plan, but I don't see nobody talking about how average, how bad your was. Like it just that bewilders that people go to the ends people go to tear down this Haney. Like they said, Shakur still has enough good fights to fight Haney. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Hold on. You're saying it, you said the lengths that people go out to tear down Devin Haney?
Absolutely.
Okay, you're breaking up. So I need to know what you say because you're breaking up.
Absolutely. That's what I said. I mean, just about I'm a barber. So just about every boxing fan came into the building. I was asking them like, "Hey, what do you think about that Devin Haney?" Oh man, that was born. This, that was that. Cambosis this, Cambosis that, Cambosis this. It's the complete opposite reaction when I asked about versus this guy that he fought. I'm like, oh, what about? Oh man, he first that he's the best in the world. I'm like, bro, you do realize the guy fought. I could probably like it's a guy that they picked up out of the dude was looking to get knocked out all night. I just like most was a tougher task. The credit is not the just do is not given to the champion.
So you think people should be giving? You don't like the fact that people are not impressed by the George Kambosos wins?
Was not impressed by your statement.
You're not impressed by my statement?
Oh no, not you're gonna do what you do. I'm talking about I wasn't impressed by the Shakur fight.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that look, dude, that Yoshina's not a world beater. We know that. George Kambosos is I don't think George Kambosos is a world beater. Me personally, and I appreciate where you're coming from, me personally, I didn't have to see Yoshina fight. I saw the Oscar Valdez fight. I think the Oscar Valdez fight was a great fight for Shakur. I think the fight with Jamel Herring was a great fight. But if people are not given, he said, ain't nobody want no smoke with an eye. Like, look, I give Devin Haney all the credit I can possibly give Devin Haney. I'm just not giving people credit that I don't think they get. You know what I mean? Like, I think that Terrence Crawford is a terrific fighter. I believe that he's a terrific fighter. I'm not going to say that he ain't the reason that Errol Spence didn't take that he ain't the reason that Errol Spence fight has not happened yet, because that's what I believe. You know? Hey, hold on one second though. I got to do one thing because there are some cats. Hey, Edward Volton in the building. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you for the $5 holler. Said #1 boxing talk. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you more than you know. I appreciate you. And then my guy, right back at it. Edward with the $1 holler, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And my guy, Michael Demps, with the $5 holler, who said not to give it back to him, says John Boy's number. And what I'm about to do, Michael Demps, is I am about to send you $5. Hold on. I'm going to send you that $5 back just because to Michael Demps. And I'm going to put this number right here. There you go. So now, if you want to send the $5 back to me, that's cool. And I'll add Michael Demps. But like I said, we'll just use that as a thing. You sent the $5 to me. I sent the $5 back. But I sent the $5 back with the number. So now you got John Bowie's number. Most definitely, man. Y'all need to understand how significant John Bowie is, though. Yeah, dog. Thank you, John Bowie. Hey, and Mike, I learned about randomly because I had the munchies from driving from St. Louis to the what world? I can't talk about that, bro. But look, man, ain't nobody want no smoke with me. Nah, they don't. I'll freely admit that. Nah, partner. I don't think that they do. But it is what it is. But look, man, I am going to get out of here with that, man. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for everything that you've done for the channel. So while sitting in front of Sex World waiting on him, I was wandered a few blocks and found Loose. You wild. Look, Shakur's a great fighter. Devin's a very good fighter. Gervonta's a very good fighter. What you want me to say, man? You know, me. Deborah Booker said that was one of the best fights when you kicked Brandon Figueroa's ass and tried to say that he won. What is this? Who is this? You're talking about Steve. You talking about Stevie Fulton Jr.? That's Stevie Fulton Jr. Stevie Fulton Jr. can fight, bro. I wasn't really as familiar with him, man. Hey, thank you, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it tomorrow morning. It just really does depend on what time I have this event. Hey, Michael Demps sent that $5 back. Thank you, brother. Michael Demps said, oh, for $5 said for being the realest in the game. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And I am not answering this phone call. I don't need to be depressed. Hey, man, much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. But I got to get up out of here. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.